What's up, everybody? It's your boy back with another reaction video, and I will be reacting to Jason Voorhees. Voorhees, that's what I can say. It's not Voorhees, it's Voorhees. Like they from Louisiana, some shit. Versus Michael Myers. Friday the 13th versus Halloween. I figured since it's Halloween, and I've been drinking a little bit, I figure I just look at this. I was curious about. I seen it in the premiere. It was been premiered in my recommended for a few days, and I was like, huh. Of course, if people been pitting these two together for the longest. We seen Freddy versus Jason, but I always thought, like, I remember thinking about this. I was like, this fight seemed boring to me because it's just two big dudes stabbing each other. Plus, I always thought Jason would win because Jason seems way more durable than Michael to me. As far as the things we've seen, Jason endure. Like they both been technically blown up, but we've actually seen Jason body explode in pieces. And what was that? Friday the 13th, the final chapter, when we had that demon, snail or whatever it was supposed to be, worm or whatever. We seen Jason blow up and then come back to life, and we seen Michael Myers. He blew up. Technically, it was an explosion in Halloween 2, and he kind of walked out and burned up, and then they was like, oh, he survived it. I was like, how the fuck he survived it? And how the fuck did Loomis survive that? It's like, yeah, so scars on his face, some burn scars, and some burn scars on his hand that we saw. And that was an explosion. And I remember reading about there was some they cut a part out where I guess the explosion blew him out of the room or something, Dr. Loomis. But I'm like, if there's an explosion and it's strong enough to, and you're in the room with the explosion, even if there's an open doorway, and the blast is strong enough to pick your body up and send you flying out of it, I think the concussive blast of that would probably fuck up your insides. I'm sure the fire would fuck you up too, but just the sheer force would probably fuck up. It may cause drastic internal bleeding. But you question them things, but still, you're talking about pretty much an immortal being who's just going around killing people. So, what, we gonna question all this shit now? What is that? You gonna question how how this big ass 6'2", 220-pound dude just outpaces cars and shit and can seems to teleport, or is he just moving that fast? So in that case, why he never catch? It's hard for him to catch some people sometimes, but they both kind of teleport. I know in the Freddy versus Jason, and Friday the 13th game, they just literally listen, this motherfucker teleport. So let's not kid ourselves. Talk about he don't teleport. The motherfucker teleports. Got me some new headphones. So I feel like these don't look as ridiculous as the other one. It's funny, I only got these because the other ones looked ridiculous. That's it. And these you can spin around, because sometimes I be editing and I don't want one on my ear. I can just put it on and spin it around or put it up or whatever if I want to. But it is kind of small for my big ass head. Kinda. They do cover my ears, but maybe because the other ones were just a little bit bigger around my ears. I don't know. And it's better than those wireless ones because they just on my ears. You sweat. These gonna probably sweat too. But anywho, let's get into it. Oh, there's a curse. I was like, what the fuck is curse at? All right, here we go. Oh yeah, I think Jason's gonna win. The only thing I can't adjust the sound in this headset.
And the horrifying boogeyman of Haddonfield, Michael Myers. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to bring terror and fright.
I haven't seen Halloween Kills
on
yet.
Death Battle.
Oh, is that what it's gonna look like?
Within the woods of Crystal Lake lurks a killer, buried but not dead, doomed to rise from the grave and slaughter those who live and love.
Wasn't that from the trailer back in
the
there?
curse of Jason Voorhees.
Put your
Rumor
dick
has it
back
he
in
was a
your
deformed
pants.
child, bullied and harassed all of his life, only cared for by his single mother.
Ooh,
but not even
that
Mama
boy
Voorhees
ugly.
could save Jason when he tragically drowned at Camp Crystal Lake. Or did he?
Still active.
Over time, Crystal Lake became
2455.
wrought with strange disappearances and violent deaths, including the camp
And people
counselors who
still
should
go
have
there
been
and camp.
watching Jason when he drowned all those years ago. Someone or something ... was out for vengeance. And yet these harrowing murders were committed by none other than Jason's own mother, Pamela Voorhees, seeking revenge against those who neglected her child, dooming him to his
I
terrible
can't
end.
adjust the sound with
Actually
these.
makes a lot of sense.
It's kind of loud,
Good for her.
but I don't want to turn it down because it's going to
However,
just the
even
sound
after her
of me
killing
recording
spree was
this.
cut short, the deaths continued. Nobody could prove it, but maybe, just maybe, Jason was still alive. Holy shit! Yeah, he's definitely alive.
That scared the shit out of me when I
Has
first
he
saw
been
this as a
living in
kid.
the lake this whole time? Jason has fortitude far beyond any normal man. You can swing an axe in his face, blast half his body away, or trap him in an exploding building. Yet it will all be in vain. Even when one of the few survivors of his attacks hacked him to pieces,
Corey
Jason
fell.
rose again. Seriously,
Yeah, that was
this
crazy.
happens a lot. Nobody knows the true source of his unkillable nature. Some say it's an indigenous curse.
Like, he got
Others say
stabbed
it's
in the
the
head and was still
Necronomicon.
moving.
And some even
And
say
that-
it's a hell worm. So, not too many reasonable answers. Either way, be careful, or you just might end up on the wrong side of Jason's trusty machete.
Doesn't
He uses with a
Friday the
knife to
13th
split
take place
skulls and
in
pierce metal. Even when
the
Jason has no weapon,
Evil
he can
Dead
be
universe?
resourceful
Didn't
and
they, like,
oddly creative
didn't
with
they
his
confirm
kills.
that, one of
He
the
might
directors
bludgeon
or
you to death
something?
with a sleeping bag, drown you in a garbage can, or snap you in half between a bedfold. Worst of all, this
Well, yeah,
demented
beds
mama's
stay
boy
like that.
will always get his prey. Oh, you think you
Like,
can
it's a
run
damn
away?
pull-out
Well,
couch,
think
pull-out
again, idiot.
mattress.
He can teleport. No, he can't. Oh yeah. Well, how about
He can
the time
teleport.
appeared in multiple places at once around this dance floor? See? Teleporting. Wrong. Hallucinations resulting from a mix of cocaine and panic. Okay, smartass. How about when he teleported
Did she?
from one end of this
Oh, they
ship to
did.
another?
I was like, did
How'd
she
he get
snort
there?
that? I don't remember.
Actually, when watching the full scene for complete context, there is plenty of time afforded for Jason to jump down the deck while off
That's
camera.
bullshit.
He is quite
Jason
athletic.
big ass. He
Quite
athletic, but he
making
big.
any sound? The guy's
Yeah.
built like he's made of 100 brick houses. Are we
Shit
watching
brick
the same
houses.
movie? Look, fans have argued this for years, and while admittedly those moments are questionable, they're not enough to
Questionable.
prove actual teleportation.
Motherfuckers teleport.
how about
Or,
this
I mean,
one?
you could say
Jason
lazy
X,
editing.
Where three soldiers are shooting him straight on, and he just disappears. Poof, gone. While they're looking.
I think they were in on the joke at this
Well,
point.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation.
I just stared at this scene while processing 900 trillion frames per second, and Boomstick is correct.
Ha!
Also, now my eyes are broken. Joy.
You know, Jason can actually teleport in the video game, so
yeah.
I believe it.
I suppose teleporting would explain how, despite his hulking size, Jason can move with ghostly silence and pick off victims.
I wonder if they work out the rights to that.
Are you
Because I
sure
know they
about
was
this,
supposed to do
dummy?
some updates, but they couldn't because
Dummy.
there was some rights issue or something. So they just stopped everything.
Either way, Jason's unstoppable bloodlust makes him a horrifying threat. Even if you think you're protected
Why would you
by a
attack
foot
the
of
dude
solid
walking around
steel,
on fire
he'll
and
just
acting like
break
it's not
through it to
bothering
stab
him?
you. And though it's tough to believe, there may actually be a deadlier Jason out there too.
Uber
Stronger,
Jason.
faster, and campier. This is Uber Jason, rebuilt from Jason's remains through a sinister fusion of science and mysticism. And guess what?
normal Jason later fought Uber Jason and
What?
actually held his own. Yeah, the comics get kind of
How?
Go with it.
What is it, like a
Only natural
future version or
monster
past
has
version?
fought other supernatural entities.
Like
I haven't read
Freddy
the comic
Krueger,
books, so I
Leatherface,
don't know.
and the groovy man himself.
Leatherface is a
Indeed.
supernatural.
So be warned, if you ever see a shadow moving through the darkness and hear a familiar run, Jason is out
Wait
to
a
find
minute.
you, and chances are you are not
Wait a minute.
living alive.
The victims hear that? I thought just that was for the
On a bleak
audience.
Halloween night, Michael Myers was born into the world as a seemingly normal child. However, beneath his pale, blank face hid something dark, something evil.
Yeah, I ain't read any. I knew there were comic
He
books, but I ain't
stabbed
read
his
none of
sister
these.
Judy to death when he was just 6 years old. Oh, what a rascal.
Michael was institutionalized at a sanitarium where he simply sat still, almost like a machine. His psychiatrist, Dr. Loomis, spent 8 years trying to reach him,
61.
but Michael
Well, I guess
never
so,
said
yeah.
a word.
But even when locked up, he still managed to get away with several murders,
His mouth is
including
William
Loomis's
Shatner,
fiancée.
man.
There was no helping or
What?
stopping
Really?
Michael. More than anything,
Oh, he's
he wanted to
6'3".
kill.
After 15 years, the night before Halloween, he broke out of the sanitarium, leaving behind one word: sister.
The story goes, Michael had another sibling.
Wasn't
Lori,
that
and
a
for
deleted
some
scene?
unknowable reason, he wanted her to suffer the same fate as Judy. And everyone else, really. He's not too picky, and he could do it too.
For in his hands, anything can be a deadly weapon. Countless reports of various murders have appeared across Haddonfield. He's exploded heads, boiled people alive, and used his trademark knife to stab poor souls to walls like some macabre piece of art.
When they say
And
to
that made
admire
no
your work,
sense.
I don't think this is what they meant. And this isn't some special combat knife or dagger. He did this with an ordinary kitchen knife.
Michael is also surprisingly clever. Despite being confined for nearly all his life, at some point, he apparently taught himself how to drive.
It's pretty clear this masked psycho was definitely plotting something while he
I
was in the ward.
mean,
All these kills were just a detour to
maybe he
his ultimate
just
goal.
figured it
Lori,
out.
On an all too
Maybe the
familiar
devil taught
Halloween
him.
night, he finally met his long-lost sister and nearly killed
He
her.
is like possessed
Loomis
by
intervened,
some
shooting Michael
like
and sending him out a window.
demon or
Well,
some shit.
Guess that's the end of him. Yeah, you
From
know
the
it's not.
cult
No
of
one knows
thorn
how,
or some
but
shit.
the body simply vanished.
That was so
only to return
stupid.
later that night as if nothing had happened.
There's a reason why they call him the boogeyman.
Even after
They try to
being
make
set
his
on
origin make
fire
sense
and
by
rendered
making it
comatose,
stupid.
Michael Myers would not be stopped.
Almost like he's some kind of invincible undead monster.
Many explanations have been given for Michael's strange abilities, but some less reputable sources suggest he's bound to the ancient druidic Curse of Thorn, whose symbol is, well, they say it's an ancient icon of Halloween, but it's actually the Norse rune for Thor, sometimes called the Thorn Rune. I think they just Googled rune and thorn and called it a day.
Whoa. Is Michael Myers a Viking? Yes! Awesome!
Curse or no curse, Michael is inexplicably driven to kill without hesitation, and his victims almost never see him coming.
Yeah. He left his switch.
Uh-oh.
While explaining Michael away
Boom
with
stick,
a
you
fake
got a
curse
shotgun
is
leg, you
nothing
be
more
fine.
than a crutch for the truth. The fact of the matter is, no one knows why he is so cruel, so violent, so unstoppable. He just is.
At the end of the day, evil gives no explanation, only despair.
Michael thrives not just on the satisfaction of murder, but the fear it inflicts in others.
Even scarier, his kills are done with surgical precision. He can murder you as quickly or slowly as he wants. This guy knows exactly what he's doing with that kitchen knife. He's like a hibachi chef of death.
And yet, his attacks were almost brought to an end
Took a
by
shotgun
Lori
blast
herself.
and
But
shit.
when the time
Yeah,
came
he
for the
did it.
final blow, Michael proved his intelligence and wit by faking his own death using a body double.
All while getting his sister to commit murder for him. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed.
He's also either impossibly sneaky, or he can use
He's a goddamn
teleportation,
ninja.
because he once moved through a yard full of motion sensors without setting off a single one until he wanted to.
Look at this. There's just no stopping him. Fill him full of bullets, Michael will come back ready to rip off your head. Put him in the center of an exploding church, he'll survive and go on to kill dozens more people, just for dramatic effect.
It was this relentless evil that made the people of Haddonfield go ballistic and band together to end Michael Myers once and for all.
Unfortunately, the town
I didn't.
soon realized that
Well,
was
this
just
Halloween
not
Kills.
possible.
Any ordinary person
Or
would
is
have
this-
been long dead after what
Oh, I
he
think it's Halloween
experienced,
Kills,
but he took
or
all
not
of the
Halloween
town's
Ends.
punishment, got right back
I
up, and
haven't
went
seen
right
this.
back to doing what he does best.
And you know what's the creepiest part about all this? They never caught him. He's still out there looking
He
for
just
his
killed all those
next prey,
people.
I assume.
He just
So
mobbed.
every Halloween night,
All them
lock
start
your
curb
doors,
stomping his
turn
ass.
off
He
your
just got up
lights,
and killed
pray
all of
you'll
them.
make it to morning, because the boogeyman is real, and his name is Michael Myers.
I did see that when he killed all those firefighters. I was like, he just walked out of there. I was like, why are you fighting him? You're firefighters. I mean, I guess they worried about the firefighters that were inside, but I'd have been like, where are the police? Like, it's like, I'm not about to fight this dude. That is not my job. But going off of what they said makes me think that Jason's definitely going to win, because he's just so much more durable. He's fought a bunch of other people. I didn't know he fought Leatherface. But then when they say Leatherface is supernatural, I thought he was just some crazy strong cannibal. I thought like they got stronger because they eat people. Some shit. The trade-off is that they inbred, so it's not like they turn into that. But I was like, you get super strong, but maybe they get dumber or something. I don't know. It got to be some trade-off. Like Wrong Turn, when those country-ass hillbillies like had superhuman strength and healing factor. I was like, not only are they super strong, but they also can just Wolverine heal from everything. Like,
All right, the tales have been told and terror runs free. Let's see which monster will stalk another day.
It's time for a spooky day.
I guess they don't have to have Uber Jason, because they said that a regular Jason fought him, and
Mother is
it was
talking.
basically a stalemate. So
The blackest eyes. The devil's eyes. Kill her.
okay, this definitely look like the game. A Final Destination, the Friday the 13th game. How the fuck do you see in that mask? Well, I guess you wouldn't see the middle part. He's actually wearing it. Oh. Damn. Mike, quick. He throw a body at him. Damn, Mike shanking his ass like he in prison.
Alex, where are you? We gotta go.
Yeah, it's the wrong time to come up, my friend. Jason ain't dead yet. I mean, he technically already undead, but why would you run past that? And of course, you stop running. I would literally run until I either get to where I need to go or die of exhaustion. Damn, he took that axe hit well. Did you keep running? Oh, like my this Mark kill. At least he started running real quick. But he gets stabbed in the top of his head. Oh, stabbed him through the. Oh shit!
Kill him, Jason. Kill him. Make Mother proud.
Oh, right in the liver. Oh, damn! That ain't nothing to Jason. Jason, like I've been here before, baby. Oh, and there it goes. I've said that before I moved. I was just cut this motherfucker's head off. Damn. I mean, I guess it couldn't last that long. It's just two motherfuckers stabbing each other. But I mean, that's pretty much how I thought it would go. He said, I gotta go kill some more camp counselors.
KO! Okay, are we sure he's dead? You can't be too careful with these guys.
That
Michael
motherfucker's
Myers won't
done.
be rising from the grave this time. Jason was too much for him. The stories may paint these slashers as unstoppable.
When your head is
do
not
have
there anymore,
limits
you're
and
done.
Can be understood.
To Michael's credit, he could match Jason in a lot of ways. Both were experts in methods of killing, and both could totally teleport.
Theoretically, though if both of them really could teleport, then neither had an advantage in that regard. So teleportation deniers can rest easy knowing it wasn't really a factor here.
Even the explosions they both survived were similar in size and destructibility.
But Jason held
Michael
his
Myers'
own with his
mask is
superior
scarier.
endurance and healing. Michael faking his death with a body double was clever, but he did it because he explicitly could
That
not
was so-
survive
that
something
was
like
so
decapitation
stupid.
or getting half his torso blown off.
But Jason could. He also had more experience fighting other supernatural enemies like Leatherface, Freddy, and his uber self. So I doubt Michael could have surprised him with something he's never seen before.
And Jason was just as strong and vicious as Michael, if not more. So given the difference in survivability, he had a much better chance of striking Michael down first. In a battle between two unkillable monsters, it's only natural it would come down to who was more unkillable.
After being ripped to pieces, Michael can now rip in peace. Right, Jocelyn? Jocelyn? Hello?
Oh,
The winner is Jason Voorhees.
who the fuck was that behind him?
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping.
I mean, I didn't think they was gonna do
But you can always get more
like
details
some
right now.
WWE type
Those
shit like
boxes
they
right
did
over
with
there. And by downloading the battle
they
music,
did with
links
Freddy
down below.
versus Jason. Like that fight was awesome. Like that. I mean, the movie as a whole wasn't. Is that Sauron? Oh, it's Leech King. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's just at Warcraft. Oh, I haven't played that game, so I don't know. But yeah, yeah, I didn't really expect like some, like I said, WWE type match between. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be cool. Somebody does like Jason would do like a German suplex to Michael. Michael did a atomic drop, even though that wouldn't have done anything because I don't think Jason has testicles or penis. I could be wrong. But that was pretty good. I mean, like I said, I figured it was going to be short. Like I said, just two motherfuckers stabbing each other. And it's just who outlasts the other. And like I said, we've seen Jason's capability as far as his durability and regeneration. So I figured he was going to like, I've never seen, like I said, I've seen Jason literally get blown the fuck up or get his hand mangled, get stabbed in the head multiple times and in one movie, and then come back like ain't shit wrong with him, you know. Michael Myers, he got shot in the eyes, but that affected him. Like he couldn't see. Jason, like I don't think I've ever seen him get shot in the eye. And, well, I know he has like in the later movie he only has one eye, but I've seen Jason go through way more shit in his movies than Michael. And don't they have like around the same number of movies? And I think Jason has more. Jason had more reboots? Nah, because they rebooted. What was it? What was that, 2012? What was that one? The one with the supernatural boy. Sam Winchester. I don't remember his real name. But I know he was in it. I thought that movie was fine. Like I didn't think it was amazing, but I mean I don't really think any of the Friday the 13th movies are amazing. Entertaining. And I thought that was okay. for a remake. What other Jason? I think that's it. So I know Halloween. I know they tried to reboot it with Rob Zombie, and then they rebooted it again. Now, what technically is not really a reboot. I guess it kind of is. They kind of rebooted that whole. The only one that's canon is the original Halloween, and then now the Halloween and then Halloween Kills and Halloween End, rather than they just wiped out all those other sequels because they weren't very good. I mean, I liked Halloween Resurrection. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Busta Rhymes was funny as fuck in that. Like, I don't care. He's the main thing. People make fun of him, but he's the main thing that people remember about that movie. Because that movie, everything else about it was forgettable. And I know I liked Halloween 2. I liked Halloween 3. Halloween 3 was something that, because I remember when I was a kid, I was fucking terrified of Michael Myers. Like when a commercial would come on, when I was a kid, that all of a sudden it'd be like a black screen, and they like dee 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 dee, and I was like, oh boy, and I just run out the room because I didn't want to look. I run out the room and cover my ears. But Halloween 3 was one I could watch because Michael Myers wasn't in it. And I remember liking that as a kid. Until I'm a little bit older. And then I got over that and I started watching Halloween. I said, oh, this is a pretty good movie. And until what was it, the fourth one and the fifth one. H2O was okay. I didn't mind H2O. Yeah, H2O was fine. H2O was alright. And Resurrection. So 1, 2, and I don't remember I know H2O and Resurrection came. Resurrection came right after H2O. That was the sequel to that. In Halloween 3. So, but yeah, this was expected. Like, come on. And I mean, if anyone thought Michael Myers was gonna win, it simply was because you just a fan of Michael Myers. That was it. You couldn't possibly look at these two and like, oh yeah, Michael Myers has a chance of beating Jason. Like, come on. I like Jason. I mean, I like Michael Myers, but come on. They need to do. I guess they could do, because I was like, maybe they could do like a Freddy Krueger versus like Candyman, or maybe what was that other one? Bloody Mary, because I guess that kind of came from that. Candyman came from that, so they could do that. Just they both people, you got to say their names in the mirror, multiple times to get them to go. It wasn't Bloody Mary 3 times. It Candyman 5. But yeah, I mean, he could do. Cause I was thinking like, who could be? This was like because Candyman is more of like a spirit type. I mean, he can physically kill you, but he's not. And you can hurt him too, technically, I guess. But he's more of like a specter or spectral type thing, more so than like a physical being. And I was thinking, like, well, Freddy Krueger's like that, where he can kill you in a dream, but you can also pull him into reality and shit like that. But what he does to you in the dream world happens to you in real life. What happens to your body in real life? So, but yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good. So, hope y'all enjoy my reaction. Hope y'all enjoyed my reaction one. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. Make sure to subscribe if you're here. Hit that bell if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. Comment down below. Share this video. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.